Even my dog is blessed. That's what I've titled this live today. And let me let you in on a little secret. Amy just answered the call out. I just sent a call to Canada. Amy, have you got time to jump on and do a live with me? And here she is, fresh out of the shower. And welcome, Amy. I'm so grateful that you are here today. Thank you.
Hello, Leanne. Good to see you again. Oh my God, I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. Hey, I'm loving your artwork in the background as well. You've
Oh
been
yeah.
doing so many creative things lately. I just love
Well,
it.
yeah, it's been interesting. My daughter now is into folding paper stars now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah, we fold like a huge box of stars, and then now so she even saw this video of someone saying, I think it's a friends of a friends of friends saying that went on TikTok and saying, I'm gonna fold paper stars and I'm gonna beat Kate. My daughter's name's Kate. I'm gonna beat Kate because she like, and then somehow it's like she got famous doing paper stars. It was crazy.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
so, what are we doing with all the stars once they're folded?
She give it away. So she give it away to people, and then so when she has friends coming by feeling sad or things, you just give them.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got such a beautiful heart to bless other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want to take this opportunity. This is really cool that this has happened because literally I was going to do a live about blessings
Mm.
today.
Yeah.
Um, Amy, you have been such a blessing in my life. Can I just say, look, I talk about you pretty much every time I tell my story. I talk about you because if it wasn't for you and your ad that you had on Facebook that day, I who knows, I'd be still chasing my tail somewhere, fighting. I was in the fight all the time, trying to think, what I could do for my daughter and all the rest of it. And Amy, you literally changed my life. You stopped it, you breathed life into it, and you've been such a blessing to my world. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, vice versa, Leanne. We don't change the world by yourself. We change the world to a better place as a team, like holding hands. And that's like the one biggest thing about this business. I was just talking to another mentee. She was like, I was like, she's a designer, and she was like, okay, I was working in a design firm, and then my mission in my life is always like creating a product that could help to change the world. But in the end, when I listen to my boss, it's about changing his finance, right?
Yeah.
And that's so like shallow to her. And then
Mm.
so when she saw this business, it was like, what? I get to travel around the world. I get to meet amazing, incredible people. I get to build dreams, and then our goals together with amazing teams and families around the world. And the best thing of all is I get to change the finance of people in the community around me together. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, she's got it. She's
Yeah.
got it, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
right, it's right there. It's not necessarily the finance. I mean, but it's what the finance can do.
Yeah.
And, it's like seeing a need and going, "Yeah, I got that. I got that.
Yeah.
Let me help you to, like, give you a hand up, teach you some skills so that you can create that for yourself."
Mhm.
And, it really is an absolute blessing
Yeah.
to be able to be around people that see the ripple effects and know what's possible
100.
and what is coming if you just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and keep sharing more of yourself and being available to help other people as it's exciting. It really is exciting to see.
Yeah.
Um, people start to get a little sparkle in their eye.
Yeah. 100%. The
Yeah.
sparkle that we had when we were three.
And it's because the world of possibilities are back, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
able to dream again, and
Yeah.
and just push those barriers out a little bit that, they're not even there. Why do
Mhm,
we do that to ourselves? We don't have to have them.
mhm,
Like,
100%.
oh, yeah, just beautiful. Amy, so what's happening in your world now? Like, you've been amazingly active in the Chinese community, the Chinese speaking community all over the world. It's just amazing to see your business has just exploded across the globe.
Thank you. Same to you too. Like, oh my
Mm.
God, hosting the Gather and Grow. That's a fantastic. I was like, oh my God, it's just like I won't say proud, it's beyond that. Like
Oh,
blessed, proud, and like emotionally like touched of
oh,
seeing what you guys do too. And for me, I was just it just happens because you're aligned to what your mission and what you really desire. I was talking to another mentee of mine, and then I was like, we all have dreams. We have dreams of have freedoms. We have dreams of having time. We have dreams of having location anytime. We have dreams of travel and all that, right?
yeah.
But all our dreams and desire comes from your discipline of your own dream,
Mm,
right? It's not about discipline about waking up and then start working. It's actually about having the discipline of owning your dream. And I was,
yeah.
yeah, totally. And so because you know what you want and you get to be the one who created and you get to be the one who owns it, then things became different. Things became like things happen for you, right? Instead
Yeah.
of you chasing something. And then
It's
yeah.
like dream then chases you, right?
Yeah, like they have to catch up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that. And I see the definite difference. When I first started and I was like striving, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen. And I'm. But then it was like, let that go. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that to yourself. You just
Mhm.
get clarity about what you want, and then
Yeah,
it will seek you out.
yeah,
It will come for you. And I'm seeing that happen now. Like that's
yeah.
just such a different shift in your mindset.
Mm.
Um, but you still take action, right? You're still doing daily income producing activities, I call it. It's my favorite thing to
Exactly.
say right at the moment. Income producing activities. You do
Perfect.
every day,
Yeah,
um,
we do.
to enable good things to come to you. Because you
Yeah.
have to be prepared for them, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's a huge difference too. I still like I wake up 5 in the morning sometimes to host meetings
Yeah.
or like create events for my team and things like that. And then but then that doesn't feel like work to me because it feels like partying in the morning in the dream desire that you want to live into. And so when that happens, when it's aligned to what you want to do, then waking up at 5, being on the Zoom for an hour or two doesn't feel like work anymore.
Yeah.
Right. And
It's
then
hard.
instead
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God, this is what I get to do. And then I get to plan my day. Like this morning, I woke up 5, did my meeting, make like in here you make your own lunch for kids to pack to school, right? And then make them lunch and
Really awesome.
breakfast,
Yeah.
get them to school. And then I went to Richmond to meet another friend. Her name's also Amy, and then we went to coffee together, right? And
Power team.
yeah, just while like kids are in school, we get to have kids, I mean, coffee together and all that, and then came back and then I get to eat the stuff I want, come back, take kids to dental, and then I was relaxing. Oh, what should I do? Maybe I should take a shower and I'll take a bath, and then after like bath, when your message came, I was like, oh, hey, perfect timing.
I was chasing you down. I love it. I love that so much. I
Mhm.
Amy, look, it's just an incredible community that we have. It's so unique.
Yeah.
in the way that everybody is so giving and they understand the value of giving to others and sharing that knowledge, sharing your experience. Because
Mhm.
when you succeed, you feel like you've had a part of that. You know, like you when like for example, like when I help my team, my beautiful friends overcome something, learn something new, and then they have success out of that. You feel like, oh, it's so lovely to be able to see them grow and know that you had a part of that.
Mhm.
You're blessing them. Um, and what I was going to talk about today, before you agreed to jump on, was the prayer of Jabez that we pray with. I pray every night with my daughter when I put her to bed. And it's like, Lord, bless me indeed. Keep your hand upon me. Stretch out my borders so that I can be a blessing to other people.
Mhm.
And keep your hand upon us. Keep us from evil, but guide us so that we can really be a blessing. And because what happens is when the universe is blessing you abundantly, it just flows and it goes out and the ripple effects, everybody's blessed around you. And you can see when somebody is in that blessing mode, the mode of blessing, they walk in a room, the room lifts, there's an energy about them, their eyes are sparkling, they speak positivity, they bring joy. They're just a real light to be about compared to somebody who's like really putting one foot in front of the other. They're in survival mode and they're in lack mode. And they come into a room and you go, oh, I really feel that. And I want to be that person that when I come in, no matter what's going on in my life, that I bring that blessing with me. And I want to be that person that overflows, that abundance, that
Mhm.
booming of blessing that just blesses people wherever they go. And yeah, so that's what I was going to talk about today. And you are living that life. I just want to encourage you on that. I see that so many times. Every time I see you, I like lean in to hear what wisdom you're going to share today. And I just want to encourage you and thank you for that. It's who
Um,
you
Vice versa, Leanne. Like every time, like I love talking to you because you have been a huge blessing for my life too. And what I hear from you is like I like so there's this lady I used to not follow her. That was like 10, 12 years ago. And then she self-published a book. She's a grandma, just like
are.
you. And
Yep.
then, she published a book of blessings. And so what she did is she write down every single blessing that she say to God or higher power, whichever religion that you believe. She
Mhm.
write her own blessings, sometimes for her grandkids, sometimes for her husband, sometimes for herself, and then she collect everything into a book.
How beautiful.
And then she self-published that book because she does that every night. She does that every morning, and then she start writing, and she wrote all that down. And her family, every one of her kids and her family, like everyone in her community, are doing so well. And people are wondering, like, what did she do? And she is just like a little humble lady who's a full-time housewife and cook amazing meal, but her family her husband has successful business, her kids are successful in school or their own careers,
Yeah.
and then people are like, what do you do? And she shared this book of blessings, and so this
Mm.
is do. And then her daughter was like, mom, you should publish this because we could feel that every day when we are around you, and then when we go out, we know you got our back and there's nothing that we are fear for. And so they went out and launched into the world like being incredible, and that's from that blessing. And
Yeah.
so like seeing the English version soon from the end.
Oh, thanks,
It's a
Amy.
true
Oh my
story.
gosh.
Like we actually went to her house to buy the book because she self-published, it wasn't on the
Oh,
market.
wow.
And then she got so famous in the town that I was in, and I was like, oh my god, this lady. And if you meet her, she's just like you. She's so lovely, and then it's like you want to hug her because she's just a bundle of love. just
Oh
like
yeah, that's so nice. But how uplifting is it to be around people like that? Like it's just who they are. They just
yeah,
radiate.
yeah.
They just radiate that presence and that gratitude for life and the joy of being connected, like coming into contact with somebody else, and I just love on them. And then another person, they welcome people in. They're very welcoming. Just beautiful. It's a beautiful person to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Now, Amy, so much has happened. Like I'm coming up to 6 years, would you believe, in June, the this of June. 6 years in my business. And I think it's amazing because, if something wasn't easy for me in the past, I would have run the other way and not kept up with it and just went, oh well, on to the next thing. But I've stayed the course and I've grown so much over that time. And I just want to thank you again and again and again and again. Thanks, Miss Amy, for being out there, putting your ad online and just connecting me with this incredible community across the world. It's mind blowing, and I see the ripple effect. And Nicole is heading off to Rome. She's changed her life so much. She now lives by the beach. She's heading off to Rome to be a part of the Gather and Grow over there, and we've got people that have asked us to go to New Zealand. Um, I think even Chicago was talking about possibly Japan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's so many different opportunities now across the globe just
Yeah.
to help people, just to connect people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited. It's such a blessing. It's just mind blowing, really.
Mm-hmm.
Opened up the globe. And I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to get to know people's cultures and experience new foods, which you thankfully introduced us to new foods when we went to Canada. The first day we had sea
Great.
anemone. Sea anemone. Oh my goodness. And Janet as well, she was showing me all these foods, and then we had the Korean chicken. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, amazing experience. And I just, I'm so grateful. Such a blessing. And I think we need to remember to count our blessings, if we just spend a little bit of time every day just being grateful and seeing the blessings all around us, in our family, in our friends, in the weather, even. It really does change your outlook for the day, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. Like that's so aligned. I was washing my dishes at noon today, and then I was like, oh my God, if I was doing this 10 years ago, the only feeling that I will have is feeling trapped.
Hmm.
I don't know if you could relate. Like when
I
I
think,
before,
oh yeah, I'm
right?
with you.
Before this business,
Yeah.
it's either work or family, like work or kids. It's either my home or school or work, home, school, work, right?
Yeah,
And
I get it.
huge sense of trappedness, as much as I'm living in like incredible places that people was like, oh my God, you're living there, that's amazing. But then there's a huge sense of trap because other than these three locations, there's nowhere else. And you might be able to go out during the weekend for 2 hours after grocery and cleaning and all that with kids and come back to more trappedness. And now, because of this business, you are doing the same thing, but then your whole vibration and your whole vibe and your touch point expanded in the global massive level. And that's like, okay, getting a message from Leanne from Australia while I'm in Vancouver, right? And that's
Yeah,
like, they get to be in the mastermind for like millionaire masterminds, like learning new things from different
yeah.
people culture. So it's mind blowing how far we have come, but then it's also mind blowing how amazing people could be when we come into a community like
And
this.
how amazing is it that we get to do those millionaire masterminds every week? And that's not something we pay for. We've already paid for it when we originally
Yeah,
set up.
yeah,
And yet there's something to learn every week. There's something different. And it's
yeah.
not just a little bit to learn, it's a feast of information every week. We
Mm-hmm.
can just take something from that and put it into action for our own businesses. Like, it's so wholesome.
Yeah,
It's
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 it's better than YouTube. YouTube, they talk to you about the concept and the idea, but then you couldn't grasp what they do actually. And then on the mastermind, it's like, this is what I did, this, and then they go really deep, and it was like, oh my
yeah,
God. Yeah. And
yeah.
so yeah, it's amazing.
And I love that extra aspect of it too, that like you get an idea and they show you the steps and you try it out and you go, "Oh, but hang on, am I missing something?" But then this is where I love. Then you can contact somebody, even the presenter sometimes, or people around, in that community and say, "I've done this, something I'm still not quite getting it. Can somebody just share some light on this? And this is what I've done." Like you can workshop it with people
Yeah.
like that are actually doing it as well because we all want to be successful. We're all learning new things, putting it into action. So it's
Mhm.
like this culture of action, culture of what's the word, applying the knowledge that is there. It's that one step more. It's not because you can go on YouTube and you can watch YouTube's till the sun goes down, but nothing will change because you haven't taken action on anything. But
Exactly.
this community goes in, we learn something, we break it down step by step. We go, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. And then we celebrate together when we have a breakthrough because we know what went behind the breakthrough, the action that was there before it happened. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a joy. It's incredible. It really is incredible. Um,
100%.
yeah.
And then in the end, you came so far. Like, I just see you helping so many people around the globe, not like just people who you are connected to. Like, you just selfishly, like, being there, out there, and then support anyone that comes to you. That's like just such a blessing to Joy. You're sharing that same blessing to like expand that like in a whole new level, and like so love that.
I had a goal. I had a goal this year to help 100 people.
Wow.
Well, in Melbourne, we had 400 people.
Wow.
That's one way to reach that goal. It's
Hmm.
one thing that's taught me about the business is you have a goal and get creative, work out the steps on how you're going to achieve that goal.
Yeah.
Break it down into bite-sized steps. And for me to be able to be there, I was literally sitting in the back because I was on the sound desk, and I felt like I was like the conductor of this big just doing the presentations, the music. It's like holding I'm conducting the sound guy over this side saying, put that holding screen up, and I'm getting the next thing ready. And like we were conducting the orchestra in the back.
Yeah.
But just seeing everybody with their cameras, they're taking screenshots of things that the presenters were saying. They were doing the TikTok dance training, and just the vibe in that room was electric. It was incredible. Just because we're all in there, we've got dreams, we've got goals, we're flaming those goals as well, giving the know-how step by steps. And what a absolute blessing. What it's something that will stick with me, I think, for the rest of my life as long as I can remember. And I can't wait for the next one. They've
And you guys put so much work planning it too. It was wow.
Yeah, it's insane. Well, this year it wasn't as much this year for me personally because in the leadership side of things, I was there to help and bring up other leaders so
Mhm.
that they could create their own unique Melbourne experience. It wasn't about it's not the Leanne show, it's not the Nicole show, it's their show. And so for me, and I learnt this from you and Chicago, it was making space for leaders to come through and to learn the skills and just being there to watch their masterpieces unravel. Unravel, that's not the right word. Like to their masterpieces develop
Yeah,
because they knew it. They knew what they wanted. They could see it. And it was just creating an environment for growth
100%.
and for the magic to happen. It's like the canvas,
Yeah.
having the blank canvas. Let's start again. These are the elements, bringing them in.
Mhm.
What can we do here? And it really is exciting. And I think For new business owners coming into this whole line of digital business, this is what I'd like to say to you. So, what can you do here? What elements of your life can you bring in to offer other people? And what do you want to see for your future? And what are the steps that you need to take to make that happen? So, I'd like to suggest one of the steps that you would like to do is to check out our introduction pack about a digital business, and it provides all the tools that you'll ever need to run a digital business, the community, beautiful people like Amy right here, Coach Amy, and myself, and we will help you step by step. We'll guide you to the materials that you need, but we'll walk the walk with you. And it's just, it really can change your life, and it certainly has done that for me.
Mm.
And Amy, thank you so much for spending time with me today.
Thank you, Leanne. My pleasure.
Is there anything that you would like to share just before I end the live for today? I just realized we're at 26 minutes.
Oh my God. We can talk for hours, lady.
We can, definitely.
Yeah, so I really think life doesn't happen for no reason. Everything meant for something. I thought I was nobody. Like I was nobody. All I know is how to paint, right? Like I did this with my kids. All I know is how to paint. But then because of a system like this, I get to become somebody, and then everything I have done in the past actually makes sense now. And so like I think 99% of the people come into a digital business like this with no prior experience, but because it's that audacity and that courage and the curiosity of, okay, just let me find out one extra more, like something more, and this will blow your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. My word, will it blow your mind? It'll blow your mind and then put it all back together again.
Yeah,
In a much
you get to discover the millionaire within you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't say that any better now. So please come discover the millionaire within you. We can't wait to talk to you about it. Thank you for joining us today, and I'll see you again tomorrow on Harum Family Digital Life We Design Together. Thanks, Amy.